Do you remember when they celebrated for 2 weeks?
Yeah.
But it was Pesach, right? That they celebrate, or is it Sukkot that they celebrated for 2 weeks? Does anybody know? Huh? Shlomo? When Shlomo came, they celebrated for 2 weeks. That's right. That's what happened. That's with the dedication of the temple, and they celebrated for 2 weeks. Yes, I remember that. Yeah, yeah. Okay, well, I didn't really plan any specific talk, but I guess I just go over like how Pesach is such a I mean, this is the first year of Pesach that I actually took the whole week off. It seems like all other Pesachs before this, I would take the Yom Tovs off, but still work in the middle of Pesach. But this time it happened that most of the days I was taking off were in the week, so I just took the extra few days off so that I can just have a big full time. Yeah, my spring break time. So it lines up, with the Pizarro boys. That's pretty cool. So but it's kind of cool, that we can take these days off and be able to, fellowship with one another, in the spring and in the fall. Hashem set it up right, because these are like usually the best days of the year. We've had our windows open for most of the holiday. It's been really nice. It's like we in Texas especially feel it, because we know that if we had this in, like Shavuot time, so hot and you don't want to even open your windows, right? So I think Hashem, knew what he was doing. He planned these days so that we can enjoy the holiday to its fullest, both Pesach and Sukkot. We don't really have much to share. I don't know if anybody has something that they read. Okay.
I have something. So Israel is there's a lot of different things going on. The UN, they vetoed the Palestinian vote to join the United Nations, stating that Palestine still had a lot of things that needed to take care of. Of course, number one would be getting rid of Hamas from their leadership, and the U.S. is playing both sides. They are, of course, they're still acting as an ally, but in the same vein, trying to appease Iran. And Soros is funding both sides, which is no surprise, since he's one of the Erev Rav. And from this Torah portion that we read, I think the biggest reminder that we have is that, first of all, as a nation, we should be focused on keeping the commandments, no matter what goes on around us. The most important thing that we do. And second of all, the war in Israel is a spiritual war, and until the government admits that, it will never win. Will keep being in this state of never ending war. I read a poll that said that there's increased trust in the IDF. The Israeli people trust the IDF very much, but they don't trust the government. So they trust the people fighting for them, but they don't trust the people giving the orders to fight for them. And I think we all know that, King Josiah, he's the kind of king that we need. I don't know that we'll have that kind of king until King Mashiach comes, though. And so we just have to keep on praying and observing the mitzvot and, supporting Israel, while at the same time not admitting that we also have problems and sins.
We also read in the Torah today about counting the Omer. So if you did not count it last night, you can still count it today. Just don't say the blessing, but just count it because it is the Torah commandments straight from the Torah. I know it seems small, but it's something to do. All right. Anything else? Anybody else?
I'm very happy to see the Pizarros back. Glad they could make it back and join us for the Hajj. Hopefully they can come back for the fall holy days too. And I'm so glad that Julian came to visit, and of course the Taylors, and all the new converts that we have had. It's a very joyous Pesach. And Hannah comes every year, of course. It's very joyous time this year.
We're going to do fundraising as a tzedakah thing. There is a member who we want to, he's to fill in. Are so old you can't repair them, and he needs a small talit. If anyone wants to contribute towards that, it can be counted towards your tithing. Then see Safa or me.
You can do the money transaction tonight though, right? Doesn't have to be done today.
Yeah. All right. Let us turn to page 77 for the Psalm 145. 77. Tehillah le'David.